Welcome back. This is John Locke, and today we're addressing something that you might have heard from a telemarketer. Maybe a service has called you up and pitched you and saying if you get on their platform, it's going to help with SEO. Let's look at the truth and the reality of some of these, because in some cases it might give a little bit of a boost. In some cases, it might be a very minuscule boost, like very minuscule. But let's look at the reality here. So in a lot of cases, I put these in kind of two categories. There's platforms where you're trying to get leads, and then there's platforms where they're gathering reviews. These are two types of services where usually the pitch is if you commit to this and if you do like a whatever year contract, it'll help your SEO. So for my manufacturing people in the house, ThomasNet is the prime example here. They will often say like, hey, this will help your SEO, and it will definitely like help you with leads. Now, a ThomasNet is a similar system to if you're a marketer, you'll know what UpCity is. It's very similar to that, where they have a ton of categories, and the more you pay, the more categories you're in. Now, they have some extraneous categories where it's basically the same category, like in 3 or 4 different places. They just add a word, maybe add a couple words to the description, but it's basically the same thing. They're just trying to get you to pay for more stuff. Now, this can help generate leads because a lot of people do source from that. Now, if people are just Googling, often because ThomasNet has been around for a long time, that is something that usually shows up on page 1. It might be like one result out of, the 10, but it's not. So usually I don't see like multiple Thomas pages in that first page of results from Google. There's usually just one. So that is a method that we usually call barnacle SEO. Some people are calling it parasite SEO. But basically, it's where you're not trying to just rank for your own website, but you're looking at the other sites that are up there on page 1 of Google and trying to get visibility on those sites as well. So no matter what it is, whether it's yp.com, Yelp, if you're in home services, maybe it's HomeAdvisor or Angie's List. But if you're a manufacturer, it could be ThomasNet. But any of these things where it has a tendency to rank on that first page, you're also trying to get there. So that can help a little bit. And the links from places like ThomasNet and Yelp and these different types of places are usually no-followed links, meaning they do not pass page rank. But Google does expect to see certain categories. If you're in a certain category, if you're in manufacturing or something like that, then Google does expect to see you listed on ThomasNet because every other manufacturer in the world is on ThomasNet. So it's just kind of a correlation with Google. They expect to see it. It's a similarity. It's a data point that is in common with sites that are trying to do marketing, and it's a link that you should have. Now, if you're a local business, you're going to have to be on Yelp. I know a lot of people don't like Yelp, and they say that Yelp is the devil, and all their good reviews go away. They're terrorized by the Yelp elite. They're giving them all like 1-star reviews. Look, if you're in local SEO at all and you have the ability to get listed on Yelp, you should, because I have never seen a local SEO situation where Yelp did not play a factor. Google expects to see you have a Yelp page. Now, if you're in home services like HVAC, electrician, plumbing, anything like that, you're going to want to be on HomeAdvisor. You're going to want to be probably on Angie's List. Some people say that they don't like that one for the same reason with Yelp, like bad leads, not the right leads. But HomeAdvisor for sure, Yelp, those different ones for sure. You will get leads from it if you, play the game. For SEO, it's just something that Google expects to see. So, those things, it's not really like it's going, if you're not there or if you're there, it's not going to like boost you from like number 100 to like number 2 just by being there. It's just one data point, it's just one link, it's one profile, but it will benefit you. Google does expect to see you there. Let's go on to talking about review type of platforms where they collect reviews from different places and aggregate them. Now this can be something like Birdeye, it could be something like GatherUp. There are other types of review platforms where people, like, again, home services like HVAC, electrician, plumbing, where they collect them going to the city where you're at, and the service technician can get that review from that person, and it'll show up on a map. You can embed that map. If you have landing pages for cities, that map will be there. Now, I have seen this have a positive effect, especially in local areas where it's competitive. Again, home services, HVAC, electricians, plumbing, those sorts of things. If you do have something like NearbyNow embedded on your site, I've seen that make a difference. I've seen that have a positive effect. Birdeye, GatherUp, those things seem to have a little bit of an effect if you have those reviews on your site. If it's some other so if you're in some other industry besides the home services, and maybe you're auto body repair, maybe you're using one of these other different platforms, those things can make a difference. Most definitely health ones. There's ones out there, Remedy Point, all these different ones. They seem to make a little bit of a difference. Having like a third-party reviews, I don't know if it's just Google that shows up in your knowledge graph and it just counts as more reviews. Sometimes it's only aggregating, but it shows up as separate reviews in the Google knowledge graph, like when you search for the name of your company and you see that information on the right-hand side of the page. So these platforms that people want you to subscribe to, sometimes they make a difference. Sometimes Google expects to see you there if they're review aggregators or places where people can leave reviews for you. That does seems to make a difference as well, especially in local SEO where reviews are very critical. They're a big component of helping you out. But some of these other ones where it's more like you're doing barnacle SEO and you're just trying to get a high position on any site that is ranking on that first page of Google, those can also make a difference as well. Primarily though, because Google expects to see your business there if it's a platform that's associated with the service you provide. And that's basically it. It's not the link is passing a bunch of PageRank or link juice or whatever. It's primarily because Google expects to see you there. I want to wrap this up. Don't want to take up too much of your time, but yes, these things can make a little bit of a difference, but one link from one platform or one profile on one platform is not going to, rocket you from like page 5 to the top of page 1 by itself. You're usually going to have to get more links. You're going to have to make more improvements to your website. Improve your site, get links to your site, have the right content on your site. Just having one profile on a key platform is not going to give you magic SEO just by itself. You're going to need to do more actions than just that. Hope that explains. My name's John Locke. My business is Lockdown Design and SEO. And I'm here every day publishing videos. Would love to see you subscribe. That's all I have for now. Until next time, peace.